Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Stranad. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So guys, I came across this video by for you and I thought to share where white South Africans are all out to expose it all. Like they are all out to actually tell the world the truth and what is really actually happening in South Africa. Like, lovelies, I'm just going to roll the clip because this actually got a lot of people react like, why all of the lies? Why all of the deceit? Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
This is not true. It's a lie. There is no genocide of white South Africans. And let me make this clear for the benefit of those of you who are not South Africans. I'm a white South African, but I'm not an Afrikaner. I'm not a Boer, as people say. But even the Afrikaner people, the vast majority of Afrikaners don't want to leave this country. All Afrikaners and white people have a very good life in South Africa. We are doing fine. Thank you very much. We do not need to leave, and we do not need refugee status from Trump. So, why has Trump decided to grant refugee status to a group of Afrikaners? Well, he likes keeping in the media, but I think that it really has more to do with his friend Elon Musk, who, remember, is a former South African. He has not been granted a license to operate his Starlink internet here in South Africa. And he has probably done this whole thing to provoke the bear, to create some kind of acrimonious situation and force the South African government to pay more attention to him. But let me just reiterate this. The group of South Africans who claim to be refugees from a white genocide, it's quite frankly an embarrassment.
We built apartheid. And now we're refugees. We took the land, we took people's futures, we took their dignity, and now we're being given refuge? What must it feel like to be a person of color, a black person in South Africa, watching my people who broke this country and now run off to claim victimhood somewhere else? We say we're afraid, but we built what we were afraid of. In 1994, we didn't give over power, we just gave over the mess and said it's your fault, you deal with it now. But our white hands are clean. And now we're fleeing the country crying reverse racism. So black South Africans, please tell the bad guy right here how it makes you feel. Because this is not right. This is sick. And I don't want to be the perpetrator anymore.
To the 50 Afrikaners who fled to the US, calling themselves refugees, you are not refugees. You are just a case study of white flight dressed up as martyrdom. You're not escaping violence, you're escaping equality. South Africa didn't chase you away. You ran. Yes, South Africa is one of the most violent countries in the world. Yes, brutality exists. But let's be honest, violence affects all communities, not just white farmers. Black, colored, Indian, and yes, white people are all targets of a national crime crisis. What we have is a breakdown in safety, not a white genocide. This is not ethnic cleansing, it's criminal collapse, and running to the US won't fix it. You are part of a 7% minority, but somehow still manages to control over 70% of the wealth. That is not persecution, that's privilege on a guilt trip. And let's be real, if we tried to relocate just half of the Afrikaans population, it would take decades, billions in logistics, and you'd still end up culturally homeless in a country that don't want your apartheid baggage. You're not brave, you're not victims. You're scared of a world where you don't get to be in charge, and that makes the rest of the Afrikaans community cringe, because you make us look weak. South Africa is broken, and it's our problem to solve. So if you don't have the spine to do so, stay gone.
This is for the Americans. If you're not an American, feel free to watch, but please try and get it to the Americans. My name is Bianca van Wyk, born in South Africa, live in South Africa. Today you will be welcoming the so-called white Afrikaans refugees. They are there based on an offer made to them, which I must say was informed by disinformation about South Africa. Now, I've seen a lot of takes on who Americans think they are receiving. Okay, you are not getting successful, professional, white, middle class South Africans that are fleeing South Africa. The people you are getting are the people that believe that there is discrimination against them based on their race. Keep in mind, we live in the most unequal country in the world. We have, for instance, 70% of agricultural land and agricultural holdings are owned by white South Africans. 62 to 68% of top leadership positions in corporate are filled by white males. There is a huge salary disparity between white South Africans and the rest of the population. And there are a number of other indicators which shows you that this story of discrimination based on race is false. Another thing that I wanted to say is that you will get certain so-called refugees that have experienced crime. However, in South Africa, no one is exempt. These people that you are welcoming assume because they're white, they should not experience crime. The people most affected by crime in South Africa happen to be black people that live in poverty. So as you open your doors and welcome people, and you're going to get a lot of information and disinformation from these people, please do keep that in mind. Oh, I also would like to say all the best and good luck to the Americans.
Yes, I am white. Yes, I have green eyes. But no, I'm not European. I'm African. And to every white South African, especially Afrikaners, stop clinging to the West. The future hasn't been there in over 400 years. And those Afrikaners who fled in 49 thinking they'd escape Africa, they died the day they left. Their children aren't Afrikaans, they're American. Their culture, buried. Their identity, lost. You do not preserve a culture by running. You preserve a culture by evolving. If you really care about being Afrikaans, about your blood, about your identity, about your children, then your future is in African unity. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to become part of Africa's direction, or you will be wiped out by history. Just like any settler who thought they could live on borrowed time. Pan-Africanism isn't just for black people. It's to anyone committed to the land, the people, and the future of Africa. The next war is already here. The war of ideas fought in our soil, over our resources, and over the direction of Africa. It's time to stop being settlers and start being African. To every American who foamed at the mouth because I dared to speak the truth, I don't owe you an apology. America has never apologized for being the global blueprint for hypocrisy. Slavery, invasions, regime changes, and mass incarcerations, and to the Afrikaners clutching their pearls. The fact that my own community is attacking me with more rage than they ever showed apartheid shows the work I'm doing matters. And I'm not here to comfort you. I'm here to expose you. I will not back off, and I will not tone it down, and I will never apologize for challenging cowardice dressed in nostalgia. If that offends you, good. It means I'm aiming in the right direction.
This is for the Americans. If you're not an American, feel free to watch, but please try and get it to the Americans.
Go watch the Stitch. She's from South Africa. She's explaining that we're not getting anybody. None of those white tease people that are coming over from South Africa are victims of shit. They're white supremacists. That's why Trump is bringing them here, because they're white supremacists like him. They're Nazis. He's shipping in more Nazis on purpose. I think they should get the same treatment that they give, that the Republicans give to every person of color. It's too noisy. Yeah. The music's too loud. It's past 10 o'clock. The yard isn't good enough. They didn't mow their lawn this week. They've got too many weeds. I saw strange people at all hours going in and out of their house. Yeah. White tea South Afrikaners that are being shipped in by Trump, you are not welcome in the United States of America. You are racists. Get out.
So you're telling us we're getting a bunch of white stupid people that can't think for themselves, don't have no brains, that are just unintelligent, uninformed about everything, kind of like MAGA, conservatives, liberals, those types, people that are just dumb as a box of nails, can't comprehend shit. Congratulations, America. See, this is what you blue MAGA have voted for. This is what you get. Motherfuckers. Fucking.
Good morning, TikTok. Well, good afternoon. Oh, sorry, can't breathe. So, I would like to say, welcome to all of the non-welcomed white racists. You are witnessing Elon Musk's mass importation of racists. So, as if America didn't have enough white racists, we now have more. I just want everyone to be informed. These people are not refugees. Go back and watch the video. Do a little bit of research about the president of South Africa. I'm telling you. Oppression. I swear. Fucking white people want to be oppressed so bad. It's a goddamn shame. It is. It's at this point, you are fucking embarrassing. You really are. You really are. Sorry, I just woke up. You fucking racist piece of shit. Get over yourselves. Nobody's oppressing the fucking white people. They're 80% of the fucking majority of wealth in South Africa. Go look it up. Elon's busting in his relatives. But hey, they get free housing. They get food stamps. They're going to get job training. Oh, they're not farmers, by the way. They're just busted in. They're flying in fucking racists. I mean, I swear, go read an article on it. Their president is amazing. People are so smooth-brained. Oh yeah, and I said what the fuck I said online last night. Most of you white South Africans are racist. Do what you want with this information. Do what you want with it. Go read a fucking article. You're probably not. Whatever. You're just going to maintain your racism and your fucking ignorance. Have a day, people.
We are not welcoming them here. I am not welcoming them here. I know what they're doing. I know what they've done in the Congo and in Sudan for cobalt and blood diamonds. I'm not stupid. I do my homework. That's for sure. As I've said again 1,000 times, when these people in the United States think that wall went up to keep them out, nah, it's to keep you in. What are you come on. Who else is going to dig for them blood diamonds? Well, we ain't got blood diamonds here. Who else is going to dig for that nickel, that lithium, that cobalt, and everything else that they need to make these smart cities? Not them South Africans. They're privileged. We're not privileged. So you take it how you want to see it. I'm not stupid.
This is for the Americans. If you're not an American, feel free to watch, but please try and get it to the Americans.
The wildest part about the white South Africans coming to the United States is the fact that the reason why Elon Musk even said in the first place that there's a genocide happening against them is because of a land law. Listen to the caucasity. In 1913, when the British colonized South Africa, they passed legislation that restricted the property rights of the country's black majority. The Natives Land Act left the vast majority of the land under the control of the white minority and set the foundation for the forced removal of black people to poor homelands and townships in the intervening decades until the end of apartheid 3 decades ago. In 2017, a government report said that of the farmland that was in the hands of private individuals, 72% was white owned. Mind you, they only made up 7.3% of the population. So let me get this straight. White people only make up 7.3% of the South African population, and they own 72% of the farmland because of a law that was created in 1913 by British colonizers. And in order to fix this, the South African president just signed into law a land seizure law, which is basically a law similar to the eminent domain laws here in the United States, where the government can take land and use it for the public good. And by public good and public use, think like public transportation or highways. And mind you, the law in black and white says that the land that they're trying to come after to redistribute it includes the property that's not being used, and there's no intention to either develop or make money from it, or when it poses a risk to people. President's spokesperson said that the law may not expropriate property arbitrarily or for a purpose other than in the public interest. So literally one of 3 things is happening. 1, either Elon Musk doesn't know what a fucking genocide really is. 2, Elon Musk does understand what a genocide is and understands how catastrophic it is for the people experiencing it. So much so that he's now weaponizing it as a term to be able to gain sympathy for the white South Africans coming to the United States in order for us to justify us using our public dollars, taxpayer dollars, to be able to give them motherfucking stimulus checks when they don't fucking deserve it. Because they're not experiencing genocide. Or 3, white fragility is so fucking fragile that white people really feel that they're experiencing a fucking genocide when land that they're not even using is about to be taken by the government and redistributed for the public good in the entire country. And I'm gonna be honest with you and say there's nobody in the world with a rational mind that doesn't think that it's not 2 and 3. And by the way, Elon, if you really think that eminent domain is genocide threshold worthy, then you should really be loud as fuck on these streets for reparations for black people in the United States. Because eminent domain in the United States was literally used to create highways and interstates that bulldoze black communities in order to separate black communities from white communities. Because between 1949 and 1973, 2,532 projects were carried out in 992 cities that displaced 1 million people, 2/3 of them African American. That made blacks 5 times more likely to be displaced than they should have been. It's dramatically widened the wealth gap. So much so that in 2019, the median wealth of black households in the United States was $24,100 compared to a whopping $189,000 for white households. If you're gonna be mad all the motherfucking way.
We built apartheid, and now we're refugees. We took the land.
You know what? I'm not too mad about the white Afrikaners coming here. Send them over. They gonna learn today. They gonna fuck around and find out. I pray, they gonna learn today. That's all I would say.
I seriously love this. Even a child, even someone who doesn't know what is going on, will know that all of the things going on are all propagandas. So these white South Africans decided that, they are going to tell the world the truth. They are going to come out to tell and spill the beans. They say that there is nothing like genocide or whatsoever happening in South Africa. That those people fleeing are actually their likes. You know what I mean by their likes? They are actually the people who cannot stand being treated equally with people that looks like me. If you are someone that is if you're someone that is so hungry for power, so hungry for privilege and all of that, when you see that the same way you are being treated is the same way other people are getting treated, you don't feel comfortable with that. You just want in a situation whereby you will be treated, more important than the other, especially, races and all of that. This group of people decided that they are going to leave South Africa because they felt that they are being oppressed. I have never seen when an oppressor is being oppressed. How can a colonizer be oppressed? Like, I have never seen something like that before. So this group of people said that, oh my God, we are oppressed. We are really oppressed, but you are the ones who got the best job, who got paid better than the rest. You also got so many of the lands, right? Even if you are minority, but you still get some privilege. But you are so uncomfortable if someone that looks like me gets a little thing or a little piece of a privilege that you have been getting. Now it becomes a pro. Then you're now looking for validation to go to the state, thinking that, oh, this is where I have the liberty to express all of my privilege. You are running away from black people in South Africa, but you don't know about black Americans. They are not like black people in South Africa. These ones, they don't take any, they don't take any, they will just tell you the way it is. They're very straightforward. They don't look at your face. Like, they are very straightforward. You just have to respect yourself. You have to really respect yourself, And the way at which they try to paint it as if, oh my God, these guys are so humiliated. Oh my God, Gen OC is happening. I saw some couple of stitches. So many of these South African pan-colored people are like, oh my God, I was not able to get a job. I think that should be one of the criteria that would make me to want to, like become a refugee. And I keep asking myself, is it that there are no black people who are also looking for a job? So it's actually normal when a black person is busy looking for a job, have difficulty in getting a job. It is a normal thing, it's a norm. But when it happens that a pan-colored person is maybe getting a tip of what someone that looks like me have been getting all over the days or all over the years, it becomes a problem. Okay, they are not meant to, go through normal struggles of life. The normal struggles of life are only meant for people that looks like me. Is that what they're trying to tell us? Is that what they're trying to like? What is wrong with this fly? The fly just passed. I don't know. I'm going to smite this fly. I don't know. Just came into my. So this is just what this. Look at it again. Excuse me. So this is just what they want us to believe. Some people are meant to go through life struggle, while some are not meant to go through life struggle. If those people who are not meant to go through life struggles, that means they are on crisis. Oh my God, they need a refugee status. Whom are you deceiving? The world have seen the kind of person that you are. The world have seen that you are renaissance. Thank God for this church, which I posted 2 days ago or a day ago, who decided that they were not going to get involved with anything that has to be discriminatory. And I just respect them for that. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel up to this extent, do your girl the huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you, lovely, so that I upload the next one.